What's up, guys? Your boy Chris Bluetooth of channel Tell Me More, the haven for early 2000s kids and a few 90s babas. So, well, the channel for connecting with all my peers and stuff. Let's get into this. Today we'll be talking about Ben 10, the OG series, specifically the last episode of season 2. I forgot the name. Well, not the name. Forgot if it's like episode 12 or 10 or something, but it's called Back with a Vengeance. I like to call it Back with a Vengeance. I think that's another episode. But anyway, let's get into this. You know, drop a like, sub, all that good stuff if you're into Ben 10 and all that great stuff. And let me know your thoughts on these episodes. So, the episode starts off with a spaceship in space flying through some like asteroid debris and stuff. Then there's like ice debris also there. The spaceship launches a grappling hook, grabs one of the ice blocks, sucks it in there. There's a bunch of aliens running around in like the cargo bay, like trying to, I guess, look at it. They didn't really do anything. They just drew it up. Then they were staring at it. They're like, oh. I mean, I know what it is. You might know what it is, but other people might not know what it is. So I'm gonna keep it vague. But then suddenly, some weird four-armed creature just jumps down and starts stomping. And no matter where I went in the galaxy, no matter how many butts I kicked, your name kept coming up. Blah 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 blah. It's Kevin. This is essentially a continuation of what happened with Ben and Kevin in Grudge Match. I'll do that episode another time. Point is, Kevin got trapped in space and stuff, and yada yada yada. He's a mutated monster. He's an amalgamation of the Omnitrix. He's Kevin 11. But yeah, Kevin walks up to the giant block of ice, puts his heat blast arms on it, unfreezes the face, and he's like Vilgax. So doing his speech and stuff. He's like, "You're just a edge I need to get rid of that little snot rocket, Ben Tennyson," because, you know, Vilgax also has his own issues as Ben. But yeah, the theme song gets It started when an alien device did what it did. It stuck itself upon his wrist with secrets that he hid. Now he got superpowers. He's no ordinary kid. He's Ben 10. Ben 10. Now if you see him, you might be in for a big surprise. He'll turn into an alien before your very eyes. He's slimy, creepy, fast and strong. He's every shape and size. Is Ben 10. Ben 10. Armed with the Omnitrix on his wrist, fighting off evil from Earth or space. He will never stop till he makes them pay, cause he's the baddest kid to ever save their day. Ben 10. Come on. Of course I had to sing that. I had to just sing that to you guys, for you guys. But the next scene is Ben and his family, Gwen, and Max and stuff. They're in a boat. I think they're in Niagara Falls, or maybe just some like place that's similar. There's a waterfall going off and stuff. They're like, oh, look at the sights. Max is like, oh, how could anyone be not so inspired by or be so captivated or something? He said something, interested in like the power of nature. Gwen is like, I don't know, maybe ask Ben. Ben is out there on the boats, because they're on the boat, sitting in the corner fiddling with the Omnitrix and stuff. Max is like, bro, you gotta stop playing with that stuff. You don't know what you're doing. Like, can you just pay attention to something else? He's like, no, I'm just trying to check out something. Then I don't know while Ben is like playing like twisting the Omnitrix, it starts randomizing. Essentially, it goes for one alien, the alien icons. It goes one, it just switches between all 10 of them. It unlocked something. Then he's like, what is this? Well, at first he said, "Oh, did I actually break it again?" Because he broke it like 2 episodes ago in like the Dr. Anima and his Mutant Ray episode. I haven't rewatched that one yet. I just remember that. Then he says, "Upgrade. Is this some kind of upgrade?" He turns into Upgrade. He's like, "What? What is this? Did I just figure out like some type of master control or something?" That's what happened. He figured out the master control by accident. He also tests it out. First, I think he goes Diamond Head, then Accelerate, then he does Wild Vine, and he realizes he can just think of the alien and turn it into the alien. And he also does what's his name? Wild Mutt. As he's Wild Mutt, he went to the, I guess, the balcony of the ship, was like putting his tongue out there, all that dog stuff. That's once one of the other people, one of the other tourists on the boat sees him. He's like, wanted to have Max, take a picture of him and his wife. He's like, falls over because, a giant dog with no eyes is right next to you. I'm like, what the fudge? So he falls overboard. Ben turns into Ripjaws. He's like, I got it. Turns into Ripjaws, jumps in the water, comes out with the man, turns into, what's his name? Stinkfly, flies over. Then Max and Gwen are like, what? Did he just go from Ripjaws to Stinkfly? But that's impossible, right? Says Max. That this dude Ben is like, not anymore. What a dweeb. But the guy he rescued is like, can you put me down now? I'm kind of feeling sick. So he drops him off next to his wife. He's like, sorry. Then the next scene is we have Vilgax. Oh, not Vilgax. We have Kevin still in the cargo bay talking to the ice block of Vilgax. I forgot what he was saying, but he was like, you don't look that tough. Instantly, Vilgax breaks the ice, uppercuts this dude. Uppercuts him. He's like, lands. Vilgax like this on the floor. All the other aliens that were around were like, oh shit, they just took off. They're like, fuck this, we're out of here. And the fight begins. They fight each other. Kevin uses diamond head powers, shoots some diamond crystals at him. Vilgax pumps up his steroids, cybernetics and stuff. Picks up some giant pillar thing, throws it at Kevin. Breaks the window of the gladiator ship, because this is the ship that Kevin's on is a gladiator ship that Grudge Match. I'll explain that more, but it's a gladiator ship. I'm just gonna say that. Hits it, jumps Kevin, gives him the 5-piece or whatever piece, just hit this dude as they fall into a stadium. Then he grabs his tail, turns Kevin around, spins, tosses him into the wall. Kevin flies out, stomps Vilgax in the face. I was like, ooh, Kevin, you think you're that dude? But no, he's not that dude because Vilgax just back slaps him. He flies off. Then he Vilgax rushes him with some 5-6 piece combo or something. Bam, 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 bam. Vilgax eats that shit. Just again, just another uppercut. Well, actually no. At first he knees him in the midsection, then gives him an uppercut. My boy, I'm like, ooh, bro, you can't beat him, bro. Look, Kevin, I was gonna put my money on you, but you're getting worked up by this dude like this. Use your powers more. Anyway, back into this. After that, they just stop because Kevin's like, how do you? Well, something about you better back off because I'm the one who saved your life and whatever. And Vilgax is arrogant. He's like, I don't need no allegiance or loyalty from anyone, especially not some mutated amalgamation of creatures from the Omnitrix. Then he's like, what do you know about the Omnitrix? Then Kevin's like, oh, if you mean the hero watch that lets Ben turns into those aliens? I know plenty. Now back off. Then this dude, Vilgax is like, you might be of some use to me. And so does Kevin. Kevin's like, you took the words right out of my mouth. Then we switch to the next scene. They're in a picnic table outside because they live in the RV. It's like a bowl of mashed potatoes or something. I don't know what they were going to eat, but Max and Gwen are about to eat. This dude, Ben, is Stinkfly up in a tree, being a douche. I don't know what to say, but low-key, young Ben 10, he needed to get his ass beat sometimes. I'm just saying. But he does, Stinkfly's gross ability of, spewing, I don't know what, just nasty vomit. He does a slime. He shoots out his slime into Gwen's food, and she's like, Ben, I thought you were tired of being an alien. I'd rather see your dumb jerky Ben face than you would be like this. Then Max is like, yeah, bro, we don't know if there's consequences to this, Ben. So, just give it a break. Then maybe you can do it again. There's fine. Instantly turns into Accelerate. I'll take a break for a millisecond, grabs Max's food and runs away. I'm like, bro. You really just get your ass kicked. While Max is like, Max said, I'm glad we had that talk. So the next scene is back in the alien ship. Vilgax is scanning, what's his name? Kevin is like, it seems your DNA is also merged with the Omnitrix, just like young Tennyson has. Then he's like, cool, but when do I get to merge my fist into Ben's face? And he was like, well, at first we need to take off the Omnitrix. He's like, don't you think I've tried? He's like, yeah, but with my expertise and your DNA, we can get it done. Dave's like, look, I don't take, this is Kevin, by the way. Look, I don't take orders from nobody. Blah, 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 blah. Then I just want to get the snot rag, because he doesn't care about the Omnitrix right at this point, but he doesn't care. He's like, I just want to get the little snot rag holding it or whatever, the little twerp holding it. Then this dude, Vilgax, is like, well, you will stand a better chance if he doesn't have it. Huh, Kevin? Use your brain, bro. And this dude, Kevin's like, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. I misspoke. You're right. There's like, what are we waiting for? So Vilgax is like, patience. They can only track the Omnitrix while it's in use. And instantly, bam, some like weird dotted icon thing. It's like a graph with like a plot graph or something. Starts glowing on the screen. I guess that's the tracking thing. I don't know how it works, but whatever. It's glowing. They both look at it. They're like, Next scene is taking pictures. Ben as Wildvine is like giving himself bungee. He's bunging off of a bridge as Wildvine, freaking out Gwen while Grandpa Max is trying to take a picture. Then he turns into, well, at first he turns back into normal. Then he turns into, I want to say, Forearms. Then he turns into, what's his name? Wild Mutts. All photobombing. He's photobombing all the pictures by doing this, by the way. Because they keep taking pictures, but he keeps photobombing them. It turns into gray matter at the end. Another photo bomb. Then after this, oh yeah, by the way, Ben also was giving rides to strangers for money. To tourists for money as Stinkfly. That was in the previous scene when he messed up their food and stuff. But after this, there was another picture that was taken. It was Gwen. She got some ice cream, was about to lick it. This dude, Ben, seriously, he might needs to get slapped in the butt sometimes. But my boy pulls up as Heat Blast, melts the ice cream, turns back into normal and laughs at her. I'm like, bro, you're kind of evil, bro. Like, you gain pleasure from torturing your own family. That's douchey. As a kid, I found it funny, but as an adult, I'm like, bruh. You're spoiled, my guy. You're effing spoiled. But anyway, it switches to like a conveyor belt thing. Well, I forgot what you would call it. It's like those trolley things that carry people across for skiing, like that type of skiing stuff. You know, when you want to ski, you want to go up to the top of the mountain, you get in that cart thing that carries you over. I forgot the name of it, or I don't know the name. Anyway, we cut to there. Ben is like trying to test out which alien spits the best loogie. At first, we start off with him being Diamond Head, then he turns into Heat Blast and spits this giant fireball and it blows up. He's like, definitely Heat Blast. While the previous guy he saved in the first scene of him getting his master control is in the opposite side of the car, in another car on the opposite side, and he sees them, sees the three of them, and what's the name? Gwen's like, I don't know him. But instantly at that moment, there's a crash on top of their cart thing. A hole pulls up and this dude Kevin's like, but we do. Vilgax grabs Ben while he's Heat Blast, picks him up, then presses his Omnitrix icon, turning him back to Ben. I mean, I'm just saying, this is like plot holes. Like, how did you forget this stuff in Alien Force Vilgax? How do you forget this stuff in Alien Force and Ultimate Alien? And I mean, okay, whatever. We're not gonna think about it too much. Maybe he got some secret codes from somebody. I don't know. Maybe what's his name? Albedo sold him some codes or something. But either way, he turns Ben back to normal. He's like, Vilgax, Kevin, I thought you were. Kevin's like, dead? No, we're here to get revenge. Blah blah blah. What's his name? Vilgax is like, when the containment thing happens, I want you to grab the Omnitrix. And he's like, no, I don't take orders from anyone. Ben turns into gray matter, starts running off and stuff. And before this, Grandpa Max and Vilgax talk shit to each other a little bit. He's like, silence. But Vilgax grabs Ben as gray matter, and this dude turns into Diamond Head, because Gray Matter is so small, he's in his hand. When he turns into Diamond Head, just big as fuck. Almost makes Vilgax fall off the thing, so Vilgax is like by the edge because it pushes him back. The transformation pushes him back. What's his name? Kevin starts throwing hands with Ben, beating his face in, but Ben knocks him off. But then he grabs Ben with his tail, with his prehensile accelerate tail, pulls him off. He's falling, but Ben just turns into stink fly and is flying while Kevin falls straight down into like a ship barge thing. And with Kevin, at first as a kid, I was like, why don't you just fly, bro? What that? Don't you have wings? But then, when you watch the episode, you see he has like something on his back. So that's preventing him from flying. But Ben thought he got away, but the guy just jumps after him, grabs him, lands on the same barge, and the fight starts. But because of their small fight, it destabilized the cart thing that they were on, that Ben and his family were on. So Max and Gwen are in trouble. The cart falls down. Ben well, at first he turns into, from Diamond Head, or from Stinkfly, he turns into Four-Arms, tosses Vilgax, jumps in the water, turns into Accelerate, runs to catch up, then turns into Stinkfly again, flies up, grabs his family and bounces. While the other two, because, the river is a waterfall, they just slowly go to a waterfall and fall. They're like, oh, they smash into the water. Ben drops off his family. He's like, I'm gonna go after Ben. Not Ben. I'm gonna go after Vilgax and Kevin. But then Max is like, I don't know if you can take them all. Or you can defeat them both at the same time. He's like, just watch me. Turns into Accelerate and takes off. He was like, bro. Gwen's like, bro, this dude's ego is off the roof today. I mean, he has master control, so he's feeling himself. So moving past this, the next scene is Vilgax using his scanner thing, still trying to track Ben, and they detect that he's on top of him. Well, that they're on top of him. At least that's what Vilgax said. Not Vilgax, Kevin said. Kevin's like, oh, but it says we're on top of him. Then Vilgax is like, or he's on top of us, or he's upon us. This dude Ben turns into a cannonball, smashes into the rock at the bottom of the waterfall that they were on. I guess the fight goes on off screen and stuff. It switches to Grandpa Max and Gwen. They go into the RV. Apparently, Grandpa Max got the Novoid projector, which is the whole thing from, I think, the first episode of season 2. Truth. It might be that might be the name. Truth. I'm not gonna explain too much, but the Novoid is the alternate prison dimension. It's like the Phantom Zone and stuff, except not as horrible, because in the Phantom Zone you turn into like a corporeal ghost that can't feel anything. But in the Novoid, you're just trapped in an endless weird dimension with like monsters and stuff and aliens. But yeah, he takes it from, because there's a plumber base in Mount Rushmore. He took it from there, brought it with him. He's like, oh, I was hoping we weren't gonna have to use it, but I was wrong. Then he pulls it out, and badass Max is about to do his thing. Switching over back to the fight, but because the fight was off screen, Kevin is out here trying to goat Ben into showing himself, because Ben is sneaking. He's fighting 2 people, so he has to be careful, and 2 super strong people. Kevin's like, that this dude, Vilgax, is like, enough of this foolishness. The way to get him is by getting them, the old man and the little girl. So Gwen and Max. So their plan now is to go, capture them. So Ben comes to them. Ben hears that he's still in cannibal form. He was hiding, but he hears that. This all happens on a bridge. So on this bridge, they pull up on the RV. Grandpa Max sees them, pulls out the Novoid projector, shoots it. It opens the portal and stuff. Kevin gets sucked in, while Vilgax is like, "What? There's no void." While all this is happening, Ben also shows up. He's like, "I got this," not listening, just running into it. "I got this." In Diamond Head, he was Diamond Head form. Runs up to Vilgax and stuff. Vilgax grabs him, and they all get sucked into the portal. I'm just gonna say, horrible, guardianship / parenting from Max, and it's about to get worse. But wow, that was just the most freakiest of freakiest accident. But yeah, switching to the Novoid, they all land inside some asteroid or something. What's his name? Vilgax has his hand on Ben's face / head, pinning him on the ground. Kevin's like, what? Where is this? Where are we? He's like, the Novoid. Intergalactic. I don't think he said intergalactic prison, but he's like, it's an alternate dimension and stuff. And he did say prison. Intergalactic prison for the worst criminals. Then Kevin's like, I'm the baddest of the bad. Ben's like, huh? I think you got to tell them that. Then a bunch of no guardians, which are like squids with wings. That's what they are. Squid with wings and giant mouths, no eyes, pull up, start flying towards them and stuff. They're called no guardians. But the No Guardians start attacking all of them. So Ben uses that opportunity to turn into accelerate and take off. Look, he takes off, looks at the edge of the ravine. He's like, oh wow, that seems endless. But yeah, not Max, Kevin and Vilgax are still fighting the No Guardians. Then out of nowhere, Vilgax just jumps on one of them, pinches it or something. He does like some trick, but he pinches it and it obeys him. He's now his, I guess, mount or something. He's a horse. He's his horse. So he holds him. He's like, This dude Kevin's like, huh? How do you do that? He's like, even here, I command respect. No, he's like, respect. Even here, I command it. But yeah, then what's his name? Kevin's like, so what are we gonna do? He's like, look, all we need to do, this is Vilgax, all we need to do is find Ben because his grandpa is definitely gonna come look for him. And when he comes, we gotta make sure we have the Omnitrix before then. And that's the plan. So now they're gonna go after Ben. Switch it to Max and Gwen. Max puts on like a rocket pack, some gadgets and stuff. Pulls out the Novoid projector. He's like, okay, I'm about to go in. Gwen is like, but you should you shouldn't have to, or don't go because you're the only one who knows how to use it. But he's like, I have to. Then she's like, what if I go? I was like, look, Gwen, I like you. But you're 10, bro. You're 10. Like, you don't even have your magical powers yet. Like, what? No. And this idiot Max let her. No, but I'm pretty sure the Novoid projector could have been used from the other side. So I don't know. It never stated that, oh, you had to be in the regular world to use the Novoid projector. I'm pretty sure you could go into the Novoid. If you have a Novoid projector, then use that Novoid projector to open up a portal and go out that way. So I don't know what the heck happened there. Seriously, what the fudge? My boy literally just, like, one of your grandkids already lost, essentially, and you're gonna let another one. Max, bro, your parents, I don't know what to say. It's just L. As a kid, I didn't think much about this, but as a kid, as an adult, I'm like, bro, you're kind of an idiot, bro. You're kind of an idiot. You're gonna let a 10-year-old girl go into a dimension of monsters? Anyway, let's switch back to the other dimension. Inside the other dimension, Ben is sneaking around trying to hide from those two because they're chasing him. He turns into Wild Mutt at first, then he turns into gray matter to shrink himself on like an asteroid. But the No Guardians are good at smelling or something. I don't know. They're good at sensing because they don't have no eyes. I don't think they have noses. But they find him. He has to turn into multiple aliens. I can't remember the sequence of what he turns into. But I just remember my boy was just like, every second, because they were just coming at him. They not only controlled those two No Guardians, they controlled all the other No Guardians, and they were attacking Ben. So Ben would like turn into gray matter. They had to turn into Wild Mutt. Then he has to turn into like Wildvine to grab multiple of them. Then he has to turn into Heat Blast to fly and burn things. Then he has to turn into Forearms to like stomp on one's face. To turn into Diamond to shoot stuff. Like he had to like turn into Cannonball to like bounce off stuff. He has to like keep going. Oh, bro, that must have been horrible. My boy had to like, no brakes, all gas, no brakes. Transformation. Anyway, switching back to the outside, we have Gwen. She got gadgeted up, dressed up and stuff. Again, Max is dumb, but he gave her the gadgets, gave her the clothes, gave her a gun, and he's like, okay, bye. I'm gonna keep this open for like 10 minutes. Go in there and find him and come out. And if there's anything that doesn't look like Ben, shoot it in the face. He didn't say it like that, but that's how I interpret it as, because that's basically what he said. So she goes in, she's like, whoa, this place looks like it goes on forever. He's like, yeah, it does. Don't worry, just try to find him. There's monsters and stuff, and some weird, I don't really call them face huggers because they're not face huggers, but I forgot what they're called. They also appear in like Ultimate Alien, and I'm pretty sure they appear in Alien Force 2, but these ones are blue. Small, like their mouth is weird. Their mouth are like saws or drills or something. They start attacking Gwen, biting her jetpack. So Max is like, you get them off of you and stuff. Somehow she does. She throws like a grenade and stuff. They jump after the grenade, try to eat the grenade, and it blows up on their face. I just remember those are the creature that when Ben lost his arm in Alien Force, those were the creatures that were worshiping his arm. Anyway, we switch back to let's switch back to what's happening in the current episode. She evades that, then she's flying. As she's flying, She smells something. Suddenly, Ben just grabs her as Stinkfly. He's like, Gwen! He hugs her. I'm so happy to see you. Then he's like, we got to get out of here. The portal's going to close soon. As soon as that happens, some giant worm pulls up out of the ground, some asteroid. Because there's no ground, there's like a giant asteroid. Pulls up, starts trying to munch and eat Stinkfly and Gwen. So they have to like juke him. As they're juking him, trying to get to the portal, this dude, Kevin, pulls up super fast, grabs Gwen out of Ben's hand. Then he's like, you let go of her, ow, ow. Then Vilgax is behind him. He's like, or you'll what? He's like, ah, shit. In Ben's mind, he's like, ah, shit, fuck, I'm trapped. So my boy does what he needs to do. He turns back to a normal person. Then he starts insulting the Omnitrix. Oh, you can have your stupid Omnitrix. You just promised to give me my my cousin. You can have your stupid watch. I'm like, bro, calling it stupid because whatever. Either way, he's being at least good for once this episode, you know. He's like, just take the Omnitrix. I want my cousin back. Vilgax and Kevin land on the asteroid that he landed on too. Vilgax grabs his arm with the Omnitrix, his left arm, while he uses his right hand to hold Gwen's hand, who is still in the clutches of what's his name, Kevin. That Kevin Kevin smiles, just pulls Gwen, throws her, and punches this dude Ben. I was like, whoa, Kevin, what's up with you? Stomps on his arm to hold him down because he's big. Then grabs the machine that was on his back that Vilgax gave him. It's like a Omnitrix extractor. I'm just gonna call it that. Omnitrix extractor or a field dampener or something. Smashes it on Ben's hand because he had to. Because if you try to take off the Omnitrix, issues happen. It explodes and stuff sometimes. It starts creating an energy feedback loop or something like that, trying to almost pushing off Kevin, but Kevin doesn't care. He's like smiling. He's into it. He's like, smash it. Smashes it into Ben's left arm. It's sucking the Omnitrix off of him. Yes, it's literally ripping it off of his skin while Ben is screaming, ah! Obviously, he is voiced by Tara Strong. So when I listen to it, I'm like, yeah, that's a girl's voice. But she's like, as he rips it off of her, as the Omnitrix rips off of his hand. And before he did that, he also zeroed out the Omnitrix too. So it's no more in master control. Rips it off. It goes inside the machine, then gets into like an orb thing. And Vilgax is, all while that's happening, Vilgax is in the back. Yeah, just stoically smiling or looking intently. After that, Ben is like, haha, good luck using master control because I zeroed it out. Then this dude Vilgax is like, I'm smarter than you, bro. You're like a little kid. I can figure that shit out. Like, look, I can already hack the Omnitrix, bro. I know what I'm gonna do, so I ain't tripping about you. But as that's happening, what's his name? Kevin's like, oh, well, because Vilgax is like, but now I have the Omnitrix and I can take over the world and something like that. After he said the whole master control thing, Kevin's like, yeah, if you get to keep it. My dude jumps on the Null Guardian, flies off with the orb. Vilgax chases after him on his Null Guardian. While all that's happening, Ben's like looking over, and Gwen grabs him in the back, flies with him and stuff. As they're flying, this dude Vilgax jumps Kevin, but before he does, this Ben tries to taunt him. Essentially, he tries to taunt him. He's like, Kevin, I thought you wanted to get your sweet revenge. He's like, well, leaving you and your arch nemesis stuck in an alternate dimension is pretty nice on me. Like, plus I can use this Omnitrix to take over the Earth. I'm not tripping, bro. I'm good here. Like, I don't need to beat you up. No, I don't need to beat you up no more. But that's when Vilgax jumps on him. They start punching each other while the orb is falling beside them. Gwen pulls up, catches the orb, with Ben as she's carrying Ben. Also, Ben grabs. No, is it Ben or Gwen? Gwen grabs it. While she's holding on to Ben with her jetpack, flying off. But the Null Guardians save those two. They fly back up in front of the portal and stuff. And they're like, Vilgax is like, the Omnitrix, give it to me. Then Ben's like, yeah, just throw it away. Gwen's like, really? You sure? He's like, yeah, it's fine. My girl, she throws it away. She shuts it down. Vilgax dive bombs after it and stuff. No, the Omnitrix! While, what's his name? Kevin's like just standing there. And then this dude Ben is like, oh yeah, you want me. So he jumps on the asteroid and he tells Gwen to go. He's like, I'll follow you, go. So she goes into the portal. What's his name? Kevin jumps down. He's like, yes, I'm gonna get my revenge. And he's walking towards her, walking towards Ben and stuff. He's like, haha. I forgot what he said. He just said some evil stuff about beating him up or killing him or whatever, getting his payback. That's when Ben jukes his ass, jumps on his wings and stuff, jumps on his back, jumps on like 2-3 asteroids. Then in literally 1 second, just 1 second, jumps in the portal as it's closing and makes it. While Kevin Wu's behind him, doesn't get in. I was like, ooh, he did you dirty. Grandpa Max is obviously happy because he's a dumbass parent. I'm sorry, bro. Like, why are you letting well, obviously Ben is an idiot, but why are you letting Gwen go in there by herself? You should have just gone in, way easier. But either way, he gives them a hug. He's like, oh, I'm so glad to see you guys. But in one piece. Then Ben's like, oh, not all in one piece. He's like, I don't have my Omnitrix. Then Gwen is like, oh, well, Well, she's like, well, since you, did that for me, sacrificed your Omnitrix for me, I'm glad you did, or I'm touched that you did. I have a present for you. Then my boy is like, if it's a hug, bro, I'll pass. I don't want no dopey hug. I was like, bruh, really, bruh, really? Then she pulls out the orb. She's like, well, I guess if you don't want it, I might have to keep it. Then he's like, what? Grabs it. He's like, I thought you tossed it away in the null void. She didn't toss it away. She tossed one of those bombs she threw at those monsters that attacked her. She tossed it at this dude, Vilgax, when he caught it. He's like, finally, I have the Omnitrix. It opens up, blows up in his face. And my boy's like, no! That's bad. Kevin's like, nice going, idiot. Now we're both trapped in here. That's when that giant worm monster comes again and starts attacking them, and they have to like jump out the hole because they were in a hole. Switches back to the normal world or the regular world. Ben opens up the orb. The Omnitrix flies up. Ben raises his arm and he's like, dun, 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 dun. The Omnitrix latches back onto his wrist while you see all the alien figures / silhouettes flashing into his hands. Dun, 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 dun. And my boy instantly goes back to being a douche. Instantly, he's like, because Gwen's like, oh, nah, I hope you're gonna say thank you or you're gonna say thanks or something. My boy's like, nah, I'm gonna get some payback on you. I'm gonna turn into Stinkfly. As soon as he tries to use it, it turns into gray matter. I'm like, that's what you get. Dad's like, oh no, I zeroed out the master controls. Gray matter. Not gray matter. Heat blast. Diamond heads. Stinkfly. Diamond head. He can't turn anymore. He's like, oh man. And that's when the episode ends. Whew. 32 minutes. Okay. But yeah, that was Back with a Vengeance. This was an awesome episode as a kid for me because it's like the two biggest villains at the time. I mean, besides, Ghost Freak, but Ghost Freak just got established that season. It was Vilgax and Kevin. I was like, oh, Vilgax and Kevin. Ooh, Ben, how you gonna do this? So my boy, he's lucky. Ben is lucky he unlocked Master Control that day. Because if he did unlock Master Control that day, then it's R.I.P. to the boy. I'm just saying R.I.P. to the boy. And even with Master Control, he was barely like escaping them and evading them and stuff. Seriously, when he was all the no Guardians, Kevin and Vilgax were like swarming him and stuff. My boy was like, every second turn into another alien. Turn into another alien. I'm like, bro, there's no end to this. But that's been this episode of I don't know, Ben 10 watch, what Ben 10 review, Ben 10 day. I don't know what I'm gonna call this. But thank you guys for watching. Leave a like, sub, comments. Let me know if you remember Back with a Vengeance and stuff when Ben took on two of his nemesis and came out on top. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.